Hey, Dan here, and today I'm coming to you with another video blog post about a wonderful and unique opportunity I had yesterday for a good part of the day. Um, I ended up having to go into work and do a little bit of stuff there, but after that, me and a friend who I connected with before an event I went to in July in Denver. This lady's involved in the same business I am and doing what I'm doing. But we connected, and so we met up at Denver, and we both actually live here in Vegas together. She lives in one side of town, and I live way on the other side. But um, she's been really kind of just stuck in one place. She's been wanting to do the business, get in, and get things going. She's got all the products. She's got all the things she needs to succeed and do that. But the one thing that's been holding her back is the one thing that, in reading the book Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, and from things I've listened to my mentors, Mike Hobbs, Paul Hutchings, Dave Wood, Dave Sharp, the owners of the company I'm affiliated with, other top mentors, Aaron Rashkin, people like that, have talked but it got brought out in the book Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, is that a lot of people, uh, because of how they're brought up or what they've lived or what they've been taught, because like I've talked about in a couple of my other posts and videos, our way we do things and stuff are kind of pretty much set by the time we're about 5, 6, 7 years old. So, and the way we see, and then going on, growing up and everything like that, we tend to get the same thing poured into us and told that we need to do and how we need to do things. So this is kind of how she was, but she's one of these type of people where I don't think she's a perfectionist per se, but when she wants to jump into something or do something or get ready for something, she wants everything in alignment, everything ready, everything set. And so that way when, she's ready to go, she knows it's going to just go like clockwork, no problems, no issues. And that's the one thing that's held her back from getting there. And I've seen her struggle. I kept reaching out, talking to her, on Facebook and stuff and things like that because of, the distance between where we live and on the phone and texting, um, saying, when are you going to do a blog post? I want to see a post. I want to see you, do something. Saying, well, I want everything to be perfect. I want this, and I didn't really think much about it. But then the more I thought about it and getting into my book and how when I started, I kind of started, but I then kind of, at the prompting of my sponsor, just did a blog post. I just did it. It's like, wow, okay, I can do this. And I think that's part of the journey. I think that's part of the learning. I think that's part of the growing. And in the book, T, talks about, sometimes, it's masked as, wanting it to be perfect and we think we're doing everything and all that, but it's kind of masking a fear that we're afraid and that, we're not sure that we can do it or that we are able to do it. So we're trying to get everything so perfect to where we think in our minds that it's not going to fail, or when in the anyway, when you go to do it, you're probably going to fail anyway because you're going at it about with the wrong attitude. Just jump in, start doing. We learn by doing, by repetition, by getting involved, by being in that and learning, just like in school when your teachers had you do a math problem over, tons of math problems over and over and over till you got it. It's like, oh, this is how this is. Or, when you were doing writing your, you know, in English class, learning how to write essays, doing them over and over because you had to learn the right way to do it. Well, here there are right ways and stuff, but you also have to work on the mindset to change that so built-in mindset. And I think that's what she couldn't get past, was changing her mindset to where, okay, just let me get in, let me do it, let me get something done. Because in the book, T. Harv Eker talks about, you know, learning how to get in, start doing something, and this is modeled after what, wealthy people do, people that have money, that have big businesses, that are really successful. They tend to do. They tend to look in. They may not get all the facts. Doesn't mean they don't make educated uh, decisions and research some stuff, but they know they're not going to know everything about everything and everything about whatever they're doing. So they do their research, they get their information, but then they get in, they start doing. And as they do, then they make the adjustments and tweaks and fixes and this and that to make it the way it needs to work. But in the process, they're growing because they're growing because they're learning. They're learning how, oh wow, and stuff, you know. And the other thing is, in the book, he talks about getting in the corridor. Well, you know, in the corridor, he's meaning like getting involved, getting in, learning, you know, what you need to learn, doing, not just preparing and not just sitting it out, not just, you know, but actually get in and doing, seeing what it was like. And by doing that, you'll also learn, you know, and he says do it, you know, on somebody else's dime. Go and learn from somebody else that's involved in the area you want to get in, that has a, you know, similar thing, but learn so that way when you come to do it, you understand and you can go from there. But you're still going to have to grow. You're still going to have, you know, things that come up and that are unique to your business that they didn't have. So in that, I think by sitting down with her and spending some really good time with her, you know, I think we got her set up on, you know, getting on a daily, as she needed, a daily method of operation, how to do her business. Seeing how somebody took the time to do that to help me when just recently when I was kind of struggling with a couple things, and he took the time to invest that time with me. You know, I saw this as an opportunity for me to invest the time with her. You know, and I could have charged her for this. I could have charged her a lot of money for this because the time and money and effort I, you know, spent in gas to drive over to her house, the time that I took away from my business and doing what I could have done to help me be profitable. But I poured it into her to help her because I want to see her have success. I want to see her. I think I'll get more excitement when I see her do that first, well, second blog post. I helped her with her first one right after the event, but she hasn't done anything since then, thinking that she would because she got one out of the way under her belt with some help. But now that I think she's got a better handle and got a real game plan where we sat down and we went over the stuff, I think, you know, I'm going to be excited to see that post because I just want to see that success for her. I want to see it in her head and get her seeing that, oh yeah, she can do it and that she doesn't need everything to be perfect and that she can make those changes. So in that, the valuable lesson I got out of this is, you know, sometimes paying it forward gives you better rewards sometimes than going out trying to just, you know, do what I do every day to get out, generate leads, generate people to be interested in my business, you know, get people to do what I'm doing. And sometimes investing that time and taking that time and pulling back and realizing that people have lives, people have things, people have issues, and sometimes taking that little bit of extra time and energy to do that has its own rewards. And I got so much value out of what I did with her that I know the value, you know, and that the value that, you know, I probably could have charged for it, you know, just like the time that a person spent with me, they could have, you know, could charge for doing that because as you grow and as you get bigger, you can't do it with everybody. And then like speakers and stuff that go out and speak and do things like that, you know, that's the same thing. So in that, I think I gained real value. I think she gained real value. So I hope what I shared has given you some insights and value to help you with your business and as you grow. And thanks. Make a simply simple day, and I'll talk to you later.